Bruce Lee, the incredible life journey of a legend. When I think about people who changed the world forever, one name always comes to my mind. Most people remember him as a martial arts superstar, but behind the fame was a young man who faced rejection, pain, hard work, and countless obstacles. Today, I want to share his story with you because it isn't just about fighting. It's about believing in yourself when nobody else does. Bruce Lee was born on November 27, 1940, in San Francisco, California. Interestingly, he was born while his parents were touring the United States with a Chinese opera company. Soon after his birth, the family returned to Hong Kong, where Bruce spent most of his childhood. Growing up wasn't easy. Hong Kong was still recovering from war, and life was far from comfortable. Bruce was energetic, stubborn, and always getting into trouble. He wasn't the quiet kid who stayed at home. He loved excitement, but that often led him into street fights. As a teenager, he was involved in so many fights that his parents became seriously worried about his future. Instead of letting anger control him, Bruce decided to learn martial arts. He became a student of the famous Wing Chun master. Training was difficult. Every day he practiced with complete dedication. While others rested, Bruce continued improving. Little by little, martial arts stopped being just a way to defend himself, it became his purpose in life. Even though Bruce worked hard, life continued testing him. Because of his involvement in street fights, his parents feared he might end up in serious legal trouble. They made one of the hardest decisions of their lives. At only 18 years old, Bruce was sent back to the United States with very little money and a dream much bigger than his circumstances. Imagine arriving in a country with almost nothing. Bruce worked small jobs, including washing dishes, just to survive. During the day he studied, and whenever he had free time, he trained. Life wasn't glamorous. There were moments when he probably wondered if his sacrifices would ever pay off. Bruce enrolled at where he studied philosophy. His interest in philosophy deeply influenced how he viewed martial arts and life. He believed people should constantly grow, adapt, and never allow themselves to be limited by tradition. While teaching martial arts in Seattle, Bruce met a young woman named. They fell in love and eventually got married. Together they built a family and later welcomed 2 children, including. Linda stood beside Bruce through difficult times when success still seemed far away. Bruce wanted to teach martial arts to everyone, regardless of race or background. At that time, this idea was controversial. Many traditional martial artists strongly opposed it. Bruce faced criticism, but he refused to let prejudice decide who deserved to learn. Eventually, Hollywood noticed his incredible talent. He appeared in the television series, where he played Kato. Although audiences loved him, Hollywood wasn't ready to give an Asian actor the leading roles he deserved. That rejection hurt, but Bruce didn't give up. Instead of waiting for opportunities, he created them. Bruce returned to Hong Kong, where audiences immediately recognized his talent. His first major films became huge hits, turning him into an international superstar almost overnight. Movies like, and broke records and inspired millions around the world. One of the most unforgettable moments of his career came in Way of the Dragon, where Bruce fought inside the Roman Colosseum. Even decades later, fans still consider it one of the greatest fight scenes ever filmed. But Bruce wanted more than movie success. He wanted to change how people thought about martial arts. Instead of believing one style was superior, he created his own philosophy called. His famous advice, "Be like water," encouraged people to stay flexible, adapt to challenges, and never stop learning. Despite worldwide fame, Bruce pushed himself harder than ever. His workouts became legendary. He trained for hours every single day, combining strength, speed, flexibility, endurance, and mental discipline. He believed greatness came from consistent effort, not natural talent alone. Then came the opportunity that would make him a global icon. Bruce starred in the first major Hollywood martial arts film starring an Asian lead. Sadly, Bruce never lived to witness how successful it would become. On July 20, 1973, tragedy struck. Bruce Lee suddenly passed away at just 32 years old after suffering cerebral edema, or swelling of the brain. The news shocked the entire world. Fans couldn't believe someone so young, healthy, and full of life was gone. His family experienced unimaginable heartbreak. His wife Linda lost her husband, and his children lost their father far too soon. Millions of fans mourned a man they had never even met because Bruce had inspired them to believe that impossible dreams could become reality. Even after his death, Bruce's influence continued growing. Enter the Dragon became a worldwide success, introducing martial arts to audiences across the globe. Generations of actors, athletes, and martial artists have said Bruce inspired their careers. His son, Brandon Lee, also pursued acting. Tragically, Brandon passed away in a filming accident in 1993, another heartbreaking chapter in the Lee family's story. Yet Bruce's legacy remains stronger than ever. Whenever I think about Bruce Lee's life, I don't just see a martial artist. I see someone who refused to let rejection define him. He faced discrimination, financial struggles, criticism, and disappointment, but every obstacle became another reason to work harder. One of Bruce's most powerful lessons was that success doesn't happen overnight. It comes from showing up every single day, improving little by little, even when nobody notices your effort. His words still inspire millions. Don't pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. That's exactly how Bruce lived. Today, his movies continue entertaining audiences, his philosophy continues inspiring people, and his story reminds us that greatness isn't measured by how long someone lives, it's measured by the impact they leave behind. Bruce Lee's journey proves that no matter where you come from or how many times life knocks you down, you always have the power to stand back up, keep learning, and keep moving forward. For me, Bruce Lee wasn't just a martial arts legend. He was living proof that discipline, courage, humility, and determination can turn an ordinary person into someone the entire world will remember forever. And that's why, even decades after his passing, Bruce Lee's name still inspires millions of people across the globe.